nation, this is second nature. All is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
A gain of a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ball at the 33, second and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of of scrimmage and taken down.
Right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. Mike 51. Mike 51. I got one. I got ready. Slam. Kill. Show it up.
Darnold from the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Who that? Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brought down right at
That quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Darnold.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A gain of
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Check out.
On the ground, Geis into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, Geis, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Breida on the carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pick.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
43-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
13 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Tua now on 1st down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Jets have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Rita on the carry.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Wilson snags it left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua on target here to Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Wilson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Geis, they'll try to run it. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jets 14. Dolphins nothing. Tucker McCann.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a give to Breida, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Tua, fast pass outside complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on
now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he's able to get it back to to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold. Airing it out deep for Smith. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Complete in the end zone.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Returnable for Grant. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run again with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, here's Breida. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
41-yard line.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Come on, we won.
On second down, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
To Jakeem Grant.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Tua now on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. 52's the mic. Right here. 52's the mic.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard
line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Geis. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Gain of 1 yard on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Tua hit and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Check down to Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Third down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. After the interception, here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55,
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Off of play action, Darnold steps away to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
I'm coming after you. Right here, guys.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Brashad Perriman. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold to throw again. Off to Geis on the screen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
5 of Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.